Good evening, everyone. Hello. Okay. So we're doing Let Them Pass. Okay, thank you. This is a very important Rio tradition. Spring concert, all play. We're going to give out lots of awards, and we're going to celebrate our seniors because we love them very much, and they deserve it. If any class has ever deserved it, it's this class. So we're going to get to that in a little bit, but before we do that, we do a little bit of getting the whole family together and playing. It's not easy to do that. It's been darn near impossible to do that for the last couple of years, and it's a really, really wonderful thing. It's one of my favorite sites on earth, is this right here. So it's great. Hi, everybody. Hey. Okay, we have a lot to do. Thank you, Jonathan. Okay, we're going to go ahead and play some Led Zeppelin for you and have some of the skiers take some solos. Okay, all right, here we go. start out. We're going to give awards in just a second, but first I wanted to say a few thank yous to a lot of people out there, and also remind you of a few things. I'll start with the reminders. So our dinner dance is coming up on May 25th. First one in over 2 years now. It was the last thing we did before the times of which we shall not speak. I know we're still in them. Anyway, it was the last thing we did. It was like March 9th or something, 2020. I think it was incredibly fun. It was the most fun dinner dance I've ever been to, and I've been to a lot of them. And it was really amazing. It was like everybody there, we were all just looking at each other saying, well, this is it, let's have a good time. Yeah! And we did. So anyway, the dinner dance is really a great time. It's March 25th. I did send out an email with the information and all that, so get your tickets and come on out. It's going to be a grand old time, as always. Also, as you came into the pack, you may have looked up on the wall and seen all the little dots, the green, yellow, and burgundy. Yeah, dots on the wall, and that's our donor wall. And if you would like to enshrine your family or your student on Rio Band forever, that's a way to do that. You can support us by buying a dot on the donor wall. And I think the deadline for that, if we want to have it installed this year, is April 29th, is it not? Which is a week from today, I believe. That's right. Yeah, so check that out. I sent an email about that as well. Okay. So before we get to the awards, and this is the really fun part. Before we get to that, I want to thank a few people. I want to thank some of the parents who are moving on and have been with us for a few years and done a lot and helped with RAB and are just really important. So I want to say thank you. Liesel John, are you in here? Liesel. She's probably working. Oh, there you are, right there. Thank you for everything you've done. Always there. What do you need done? I'll do it. It's good. Your son's like that too. It's pretty cool. Maybe not at home. I'm guessing not at home. Hey, come on. Okay, and our RAB president, we want to say thank you very much to Leanne Ferry. I know you're right. She's sticking around, so that's good. And really want to say a big thank you to our outgoing RAB treasurer. It's a huge job. And it's a lot of hours, and it's really, really necessary, and you've got to be meticulous, and he is, and we really appreciate it. Adam Kringle. Yeah. And also I want to thank somebody, another outgoing parent who does not want any thanks, but we're doing it anyway, because she has done so much for all of your students over the years, and all of it without ever looking for any notoriety or anything like that. Just does it because she loves the kids and wants to help, and we're going to miss her a lot. It's Tara Kringle. Okay, that was more for me than for her. So. Okay, and I want to really thank and bring to your attention one more time our student teacher this year, who's really been fantastic, and who knows where he's going to end up next year. You know, I mean, I did my student teaching here a lifetime ago, and ended up in the San Juan district for a year, and then back here. So who knows where he's going to end up next year. I'm sure there's going to be a job out there, and wherever it is, they're going to be lucky to have him. And we're really grateful to have had him with us this year. And for the rest of this year, Mr. Victor San Pedro! That's right. That's right. And of course, I want to always just acknowledge my teaching partner, Mr. Evatt because it's such a joy to work with him. It really, really is. Because 3 years ago we needed a new person and we got lucky. You never know what you're going to get, and we got the right one, so we're really, really, really happy. So, okay, now, shall we get some awards? Let's do that. One of the things that we did not have normally the jazz bands play this night, and it makes it a really long night, and I'm glad they're not playing. Actually, it makes it much better this way. I think we don't have a new template. No offense. But it's true, it would have been very long. So we're going to give out the Jazz Band Awards tonight because we did not have an opportunity to do that at the Jazz Band concert a few weeks ago. The awards, we didn't even know who the winners were yet. So these are awards, again, that are voted on by the students. They select these award winners themselves and they are approved by the directors. And so we're going to go here we're going to start off with the FM Jazz Ensemble. Yeah! The FM Jazz Ensemble, that's right. Do I have these behind you, Mr. Evatt? Is that right? All right. See? All right. And so we're starting with Most Improved. We have 2 Most Improved players in the FM Jazz Ensemble. And they are both in the rhythm section. And they have done a wonderful job of really coming along. We're going to start with the first one. It's on bass, Cass John! And this is somebody who has suffered a lot of abuse from me because this person's a drummer. And it's hard to be a drummer in Mr. Murray's band because Mr. Murray will be talking to you a lot and expecting a lot. And so I need drummers to have very thick skin. And this young man does, and also just a really good attitude. Luke knows. This young man has a really good attitude about things. He's always smiling, even when I'm getting on him. He's like, okay, and then he'll try it and go for it and get better and better and better. He's really been working and doing a good job this year. Logan Chambers. And most spirited in the FM Jazz Ensemble. This is not a loud spirit. There are many ways to be spirited. And this is sort of a relatively quiet, comfortable, confident, and supportive spirit of others, always showing love of music and wanting the group and each member to sound good. And being supportive of everybody. This is Aaron Holst. Okay, and it's really nice when your hardest working player is also your MVP. And sometimes they go hand in hand because hard work leads to success, leads to getting better, leads to being respected by the others in your class. And that's the case this year. We have one person who is both the hardest working person in the class, as recognized by their peers, and also the most valuable player in the class, as recognized by their peers. And this is no surprise to anybody who's in the class. The hardest working and most valuable player of FM Jazz Ensemble this year is Nathan Doan. Yeah! I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Evatt to do piano.
say, PM Hardy! So, I am so thrilled that I get another chance to perform with PM Jazz Ensemble. It's just an absolute joy spending zero period with these students. And yeah, we have some awards to give out. All right, so we'll start with Most Improved again. And this student started the year in FM and just always was working hard and asking, what do I need to do to improve? How do I get into PM? And at the semester, we brought them into PM because they deserved it. And it's, yeah, and it really shows. They're consistent, reliable, and really hardworking. We are so proud of Jax McGee. And most spirited, this person just always has a smile on their face. I'm sure that she doesn't want me to share this story, but it really captures like why this person deserves this award. It happened actually, I think, this week. So we're getting ready for dinner dance, right? And this person has a wonderful singing voice. And so it was a day where they were going to be singing a lot. So before class started, I go, I'm like, hey, you ready to sing today? Like, how are you doing? And she goes, I'm okay. I had a really long lacrosse game last night, and then I got in a car accident. Oh my gosh, are you okay? And she was totally fine. And then I'm like, are you ready to sing today? She's like, yeah! Yeah! So, the person who was just a ray of sunshine and a killer guitar player, Clara Swanson. Next up, we have hardest working, and we've been talking about this. This person is always early to class, working hard, being prepared. He has been our trombone section leader. Hardest working goes to Finley Younger. This is not a surprise to anyone. An absolute rock star, incredible piano player, wonderful musician, and just a great attitude. Solomon! Yeah. We have 2 MVPs in piano. Yeah! Yeah, that's right. So, we'll do this one. Like Mr. Murray said, being a drummer in a jazz band is really hard. And this person has gotten so much better, works really hard. What is a jazz band without the drummer? Zach Long! And the other MVP of PM, we might as well get Salome Espina back. Yeah! for AM!
Was he on the floor?
Yeah.
We love you, Miss Murray.
Okay, so now the awards for the AM Jazz Ensemble as they're getting ready to head out in 11 days to New York City for the Central All right, so we started out with the most improved, and this one was somewhat of a no-brainer. This person, when he was a freshman, was among a group of way too many saxophone players in FM. I took out into the to the hallway and said, "Hey, there are too many of you and not enough trombone players. Any of you want to learn trombone?" And he said, "Well, I'll do it." And then he did, and then he made AM, which is not a thing that happens. So, most improved, Andy Sachs! In school. All right. We have two most spirited in this class. And,
Yeah!
all right. You're not in this class, Jonathan. Okay. But anyway, so we have two most spirited. These are two really just lovely young people. Really, they also could win hardest working, but didn't. They did win most spirited and really bring positivity every day. Wonderful, wonderful people. The first one is Mr. Matthew Edgar. And the other one, you've seen him a bunch, so no prelude to it. Nate Herron! And now hardest working. Not those two, but good. We have two hardest working in the AM Jazz Ensemble. They're both from the saxophone section, wonderful musicians and wonderful people each. First one is Mr. Oliver Kringle.
Yeah!
And the other hardest working in the AM Jazz Ensemble this year, Paloma Cobb Silva. Okay, and now we have two MVPs for the AM Jazz Ensemble. There could be a lot of MVPs in this group, but there are two. So, and those two are just fine, fabulous musicians and people. The first MVP of AM this year is Isaac Goodman.
Yeah.
second AM Jazz Ensemble. MVP this year is on drums, Keisha Sweet. I'm going to turn it over, right, Mr. Evan? I'm turning it over to you at this point, is that correct?
My knowledge, yeah.
Yes. Okay, I'm turning it over to Mr. Evan. Give out a program-wide award and then start with the senior celebration.
So this is another awesome Rio Band tradition. I am on the stage. Another great Rio Band tradition. One of many. The students vote on a freshman of the year.
Yeah!
And also a mentor of the year.
Yeah!
Now we are only going to do freshman of the year right now. We will do mentor of the year later.
Yeah!
Alright. So they get this awesome certificate. It has a baby on it.
Yeah!
The freshman of the year is Salome Ostrowski. All right, and now it is time to talk about the seniors.
Yeah!
This, okay. Do that every time. Okay, so this senior class has been through a lot, as you know. They had more than an entire year taken away from them. Perseverance is the word that I would use to describe this class. They've been through a lot, and we're still in it, but things are much better now, and I'm so glad they all got a taste of this. So we're going to go through every senior by the number of semesters they have spent in band. So it adds up to quite a bit, considering concert band, jazz band. Here we go. This student, it is their first year in Rio Band. It is also their first year at this high school and in this country. This student is just an absolute delight. She came to us, as a foreign exchange student from Denmark. And great, what are you playing? Oh, you're a piano player. Great, we're gonna teach you how to do percussion. Get to hit stuff. And she's just been super reliable and a delight to have. With 2 semesters in band, Karen Jordan. That was supposed to happen. All right, this student is also spending their first year in Rio Band. What a year it has been. He came to us a little bit into the year and joins the trumpet section. He was brought to this school by the pull of friendship.
Yeah!
And he's just been an absolute delight, a joy, and a rock in our trumpet section for Honors Concert Band. And I have really enjoyed listening to his serenading piano playing after school on many days. With 6 semesters in band, including at Kennedy High School, Elijah Drops. joined Rio Band last year in the height of the pandemic. Oh, can you imagine? It's hard. So I'm really glad this student got, at least a little bit of the real Rio Band experience this year. She's an absolute joy and really had to work through a lot, like, what is Rio Band? It's this weird online thing, right?
Yeah!
So with 7 semesters in band, including at St. Francis, Ella Derringer. Okay, this next student is the rock of the percussion section in honors concert band. When I need a part covered, I go to her and say, hey, we gotta get this covered. Can you do it? Always, always there. It literally happened this week. It's like, I remade this timpani part. Can you do it? Your handwriting sucks, but yeah. So, I don't know what we would have done without this student. With 7 semesters in band, it's Sophia Newcastle. This student is an excellent student, so attentive, such a good listener, always engaged in class, and a trendsetter. I think this student started something. I had this student 2 years ago, my first year in Rio Band, in honors concert band, and she was playing the violin in concert band. It's not normal. But now it's a thing. We have all these violin players. It's incredible. So I really think you're a trendsetter. This is, with 8 semesters in band, Shylock. This student 2 years ago, they were the oboe player in the Rio Band program. And now here we are, 2 years later, and this student has discovered a new passion, the bassoon. Yes. So this student has been through a lot and worked hard. Again, perseverance just really defines this class, and especially this student. So I want to thank them for their hard work learning bassoon and just being awesome. With 8 semesters in band, it's Alex Forehand. This student, again, I met 2 years ago. They were a clarinet player in concert band, and really I could tell this student was going to work hard and continue to grow as a musician. A quiet but really positive attitude, and just really always engaged in class, and incredibly reliable. Really good attendance, too. With 8 semesters in Rio Band, it's Michaela O'Kelly. now we go to a student who, again, I met 2 years ago in honors concert band. We were a flute player there. He's a quiet little sophomore. Who we are now, he's a freshman and the leader of the flute section in honors concert band. I really appreciate, again, his positivity, his consistency, and his sass. With 8 semesters in band, Yes King, it's Neil. And now I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Murray.
Okay, so I'm going to bring up a few seniors now too. And so this person, let's see, with 9 semesters in band, that's 4.5 years of band and 4 years of high school. Yeah. This person decided to learn a new instrument this year, and did a really, really good job. You heard her playing in honors concert band earlier, and it's really been amazing to see a transition to a different instrument as a senior. It's rare that happens, and very rare that it happens this well. And is a really, really caring person who's kind of always coming up to sort of talk about if there's anything that feels weird in the band, hey, let's talk about it, let's figure this out, and just really cares about other people. It's wonderful. This is Isabella Pocho. This next person, how many semesters? 10 semesters band, 5 years of band and 4 years of high school. What? And this person also is one of my neighbors. He lives right around the corner from me. And he's an excellent percussionist. And so, no, it's not you, Ryan. Anyway, excellent percussionist, good guy, and has really good balance. I always see him just kind of just going around the neighborhood on one of those like uniball things. What's it called? One wheel? But it doesn't have any wheels. Why is it called a one wheel? It's a ball, it's not a wheel. Okay, whatever. Anyway. He can stand up on it without falling down, which is pretty impressive, actually. And a really good guy. He's been a great neighbor, actually. And when he was and when he was a freshman, he got the nickname of the Squirrel King. But he has very much outgrown that nickname, and he's a fine young man. And his Nate Shalmo.
This student is not my neighbor. But he's still awesome. I kind of wish that he was. So I started with this student, again, 2 years ago. He was playing trombone in PM with me and was also in honors concert band. And really just great kid, so reliable, really fun. And I've really always admired the student's ability to juggle athletics and academics and music. It's a lot of his playing. We did miss him last year, but he came back this year. We're so happy to have him with 10 semesters in band. It's Ryan!
Man who ran 1,000 miles to Poland and
this student is another, we're kind of in that area where these are students that I knew 2 years ago from PM and HCB, and now here they are now as seniors. It's really kind of my favorite part of this job is that we get to build these 4-year-long relationships with students and see their growth from freshman to senior. It's really amazing. And this student is a great example of this. He's really kind of come into his own and learned how to be a little more reliable and consistent, and I really love his just ability to stay through and communicate and work on things. So this is Aiden Fonseca.
Yeah!
Another student who I know well from PM and HCB 2 years ago, and I've really gotten to know this student even better now. This is a great example of a student who the pandemic happens, right? And school is just taken away from you. And you get to decide how you respond to that, right? Are you gonna lock yourself in your room and never do anything again? Or are you gonna learn bass guitar? Those are your only options. So this student chose the superior option and came back from the pandemic with this whole new skill and also continuing to grow as an alto saxophone player. He is the lead alto player in PM right now with 16 semesters in Rio Band. It's Gabe PM! Gabe is in a great band, Raw Knock Music, you should check them out. Yeah. And another student who I know from PM and HCD 2 years ago, just an absolute delight. This student and their family are one of the people who really made me feel welcome here immediately. I think his dad was one of the first people who ever talked to me when I first started here, because we have this really cool connection. My wife and he have the same academic path. They went to University of North Dakota for med school and then UC Davis for residency. Like, what are the odds, right? North Dakota and Sacramento, it's crazy. So I love to bond about North Dakota with him, and it's just, and Greg, and he has a brother in Minnesota too. And we also bond over anime and new stuff. Yeah, so this is, with 16 semesters in Rio Band, Gregor Herda. This student is another excellent example of someone who took the pandemic to kind of look inward, figure themselves out, mature a lot, and grow as a musician. He continues to work hard and is really like a whole new person from 2 years ago in a really great way. I'm just so thrilled with his growth and progress. This guy is a trumpet player in honors concert band, PM and AM, with 16 semesters in Rio Band. Tommy Carroll.
Thank you. Back to me. Yeah. Okay. Hey. So now we're on to people who have more than 8 years of band in 4 years of high school. Well, not all of them, but this one does. So this is 17 semesters of band, 8.5 years of band, and 4 years of high school. That's That's something. This is somebody I've known this family for a very long time, pretty much my whole career almost. And this young man came in as a saxophone player, and then discovered he really wanted to be a bass player, and he became a really good bass player. He's really done a lot of work. He also did the pandemic, I'm going to work at home kind of thing, and came out as a really good musician, and great guy, and is doing great. Want to see what he does. He's really got to get in a rock band and just go do the thing.
He's in a rock music.
Rock music. He's in a rock band. See how fast that happens? I love it when they listen. Okay. Great. Anyway, yeah, he's really doing great. This is Logan Porter.
Yeah.
These are our juniors in Smallville, by the way, and Paloma. If you're wondering if they have a tune for every senior, yes they do. Okay. Put them together this week. Because last week I said, oh yeah, there's a thing you need to do. And they did it. That's really cool. Okay, and also with 17 semesters in band, this is 8.5 years of band again in 4 years of high school. Crazy. Also somebody I've known since she was wee. Very little, and because I've known the family a long time. And just a really good musician, good bone player, one of our leaders, one of our assistant directors, the wonderful Molly Nepshield. All right. Okay. So this next person, let's see, what do we have? Now we're back to 16 semesters in band. This is a person I think, well, was always a good musician, as you know, came in doing a good job, and has only gotten better as time has gone on. But what I really noticed this year is that he has developed into a leader, and really has taken on that role of helping sort of gather everybody, get them on the same page, which is difficult with this crew, as you can imagine. And especially when you're trying to do that with your peers, it's very hard to do. But he really has, and he's also turned into a bit of a rock star. So he's really, you know, a heck of a musician, a heck of a drummer, and this year has turned into a singer. Yeah. Okay, and this is one of the winners of our James Brown Star Time Award. Will be enshrined on the Rio Band Room wall forever. This is Tommy Westman Aldridge. All right, and so now he had 16 semesters in band. This person also has 16 semesters in band. This young man is a guitarist, bassist, sometimes drummer, and he plays in many styles. He's become a really good songwriter too. Yeah, he's starting to sing, man of many hair colors. He also, last year, he just cleaned up on the Smomble Awards, the Zoom Smomble. That was like all about this guy. And this is another winner of our James Brown Star Time Award, who will be enshrined on the wall for all time. And I don't have the little statuette because the trophy place spelled his name wrong. But they spelled Keshav Sridharan right. So that's a victory that I will take. So this is with 16 semesters in band, winner of our James Brown Star Time Award is Ryan Nolan. Okay. Yeah. So, by the way, these awards are program-wide awards that go to our seniors. They are voted on by the students in the entire program and then approved by the directors. So now we move on to, and also with 16 semesters in band, this young man is he's the kind of musician that musicians want to play with. Let's put it that way. Because he plays with good time. Everything he plays feels good.
Yeah!
That's right. And it makes you want to dance. Regardless of what kind of dance it is, it makes you want to dance. And he's just a heck of a musician in many different styles. And he is he's a wonderful guitar player. Yeah. And he is one of the winners, will be on the wall enshrined for all time, of the Patrick S. Gilmore Award for basically being able to do a little bit of everything. With 16 semesters in band, this is Jonah Pritchard. Okay, this next person is in a long line of really, really great drummers that we've been having at Rio for a very long time. And really killer musician, can play in lots of different styles, really convincingly also has developed quite a pocket, which if you don't know what that means, it's a good thing. And when he and Jonah play together, it's crazy. It's really good. And the co-winner and on the wall for all time of the Patrick S. Gilmore Award. This is Keshav Sridharan.
Yeah!
Okay, and Keshav had 16 semesters in band. This person also has 16 semesters in band, 8 years of band and 4 years of high school. This is one heck of a musician, and we can really not take a whole lot of credit for that, because when he got here as a freshman, he was a heck of a musician then too. He's just only gotten better. So he's been impressive all along. When we were able to go to jazz festivals in the before times, the judges were always amazed at his playing. Really fantastic, and he really helped a lot during Zoom school with all the technical aspects and putting things together. Fine musician and a fine young man, and one of the winners of our Louis Armstrong Award for Excellence in Jazz. This is Isaac Goodman. With 20 semesters of band in 4 years of high school, that's 10 years of band in 4 years of high school. That's almost as much as me, but he didn't get any salary. So, it's all right. I didn't get much either. All right. Anyway, this young man is truly all heart. Just really, just the sweetest. And when you hear him play, he has this tone, this huge tone, and it's very romantic. And it's perfect for some of the Duke Ellington stuff that we're playing. He sounds absolutely wonderful. He's also the person most likely to be in the band room at any one time. Yeah, you know who it is. Okay, with 20 semesters in band and one of the winners of our Louis Armstrong Award for Excellence in Jazz, it's Jackson Morris. With 21 semesters, we're almost, these people are like challenging the record. The record is 24 semesters, 12 years of band, 4 years of high school, held by Mrs. Disney from Arden. So, anyway, this 21 semesters, this is a young man who's very involved and has really developed some leadership, a lot of leadership this year, and has come so far from when he was an incredibly annoying freshman. I say that with lots of love, especially because he's no longer that. You see, he's just this wonderful young man, and he's one of the people that, in our program, if you need something done, this is the person who will get it done. And you know how it is. Everyone needs those people in your life. And so with 21 semesters in band and a winner of our John Philip Sousa Award to go up on the wall for all time is Clayton John.
Yeah.
Okay, two more. Okay, this is a young man who got the bug as a freshman and started practicing. And that's what happens to a lot of our freshmen. They get in here and they get excited and it's like, oh man, yeah, this is cool. And they do this, and then they start practicing, and then they get good. And then when they get good, it's fun. And they keep practicing. It's, you know, it's one of those things. It's wonderful. And he's also an excellent athlete, great water polo player, but decided that he wanted to spend as much or more time with music, and really dedicated himself to it, and has become a really wonderful musician. And he's starting to arrange tunes. He arranged a tune for AM that we're going to play at dinner dance. It's really great. And so this is one of the with 16 semesters in band, and one of the winners of our Director's Award for the most valuable overall student in the program. This is Oliver Kringle. Okay, this person came in not playing a band instrument at all as a freshman, and she was a cellist, and we needed a bassist, so I said, you know, play a bigger one of those, right? And she did. She became a really good bassist, and she did it really quickly. Within 3 months of starting the instrument, she was getting paid gigs. So, youngsters out there, bass. Bass, that's it. And is really one of our great leaders in the program. And this, with 21 semesters of band in 4 years of high school, this is the winner of our, voted on by our freshmen. This is the winner of our Mentor of the Year, and a co-winner of our John Philip Sousa Award to be put on the wall for all time, and also co-winner of our Director's Award for the most valuable person in the program. This is Goodman.
Because there's one person who has not been recognized yet. There's a guy who I share an office with, who is really fantastic. He's been here for a while. And he's really good at his job. I don't know another person who is able to motivate students and get them excited for school, for music, for life. He's just a joy to work with. And thanks so much for him. Let's hear it for Mr. Murphy.
so much. So glad we could do this. It's been way too long. Okay, it's dance time for these folks. Thank you so much. Get home safely. Everyone, please clear the chairs and stands. Put away instruments, then clear chairs and stands. Smuggle, you know what to do.